Hello fans! Welcome back to the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive deep into the intriguing developments awaiting us on Thursday, June 26th. As Port Charles is once again brimming with drama, secrets, and unexpected twists. From heartfelt conversations to shocking revelations, this episode promises to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Let's explore the complex dynamics between Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri as they navigate a sensitive family matter, witness Elizabeth Weber facing personal scrutiny, and uncover the mysterious plans Tracy Quartermain has in store for her hired hand. Buckle up, soap fans, because this episode is packed with emotional depth and tantalizing possibilities that could change the course of several key storylines. Let's start with the ongoing saga involving Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri, who are set to tackle some pressing personal business. Their focus is none other than Giovanni Palmieri, often known as Joe, whose recent choices have left his loved ones puzzled and concerned. Sources hint that this conversation might be tied to a recent fallout involving Anna Devane, who reportedly sidelined both Dante and Harrison Chase during a critical moment, leaving tensions high. Dante, though still nursing wounds from past betrayals and feeling the sting of frustration, appears to have gained some clarity amidst the chaos. He reaches out to Brooklyn with a bold proposition: team up to bridge the emotional gap with Joe. Their shared goal is to connect with the young man who seems to be drifting further away with each passing day. Dante believes that combining their efforts might be the only way to break through Gio's defenses, as a unified front could signal genuine care rather than conflict. However, this mission is far from simple. Gio's walls are built high, fortified by personal struggles he has yet to share with anyone. Brooklyn, with her compassionate yet fiery nature, might struggle to balance her protective instincts with the patience required to let Joe open up on his own terms. The duo will need to navigate their own unresolved emotions, Dante's lingering anger and Brooklyn's fierce loyalty to avoid pushing Joe even further away. Spoilers suggest that their initial attempts might be rocky, with misunderstandings potentially creating new rifts. Yet, there's hope that their persistence, coupled with a willingness to truly listen to Gio's perspective, could lay the groundwork for a heartfelt breakthrough. This storyline beautifully captures the complexity of family ties, where love is often intertwined with frustration and the desperate need for understanding. Will Dante and Brooklyn succeed in reaching Joe, or will their efforts only deepen the divide? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the emotional stakes couldn't be higher. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Weber finds herself under a different kind of spotlight as she faces pointed questions about her personal life. Her longtime friend Lucas Jones steps into the role of confidant with an unexpected twist, not just there to listen but to challenge her on something that's been brewing beneath the surface. Lucas, ever the perceptive observer, brings up Elizabeth's recent interactions with Rick Weber, suggesting there might be more to their dynamic than mere friendship. In a poignant moment teased in the promo, Elizabeth is caught off guard when Lucas asks if she thinks she's been leading Rick on. Her reaction is a mix of surprise and defensiveness, as she's always believed her boundaries with Rick were crystal clear. To Elizabeth, their bond is rooted in shared history and mutual respect, nothing more. But Lucas's perspective forces her to reconsider how her actions might be perceived, especially since Rick has a history of misreading signals when it comes to matters of the heart. This confrontation adds layers to Elizabeth's already complicated romantic narrative. Fans know all too well that her love life has been a roller coaster of heartbreak and missed opportunities, from her tumultuous past with Lucky Spencer to more recent disappointments. The idea of a potential entanglement with Rick feels like a step backward for many viewers, who are rooting for Elizabeth to find stability rather than revisit old patterns. Could Lucas's words plant a seed of doubt in her mind, making her question whether her friendliness has unintentionally blurred lines? Or will she stand firm in her conviction that friendship is all she desires with Rick? Beyond this personal quandary, there's a broader concern for Elizabeth's emotional well-being. She's often put others' needs before her own, and this interrogation from Lucas might be a wake-up call to prioritize her own clarity and intentions. As this storyline unfolds, it will be fascinating to see if Elizabeth can maintain her platonic stance with Rick or if unspoken feelings on either side will complicate matters further. Finally, we turn our attention to the ever-scheming Tracy Quartermain, whose knack for orchestrating chaos never fails to captivate. In a stunning twist that had everyone buzzing during a recent press conference, Tracy revealed a strategic move involving Cody Bell, her hired hand, who was tasked with taking the fall for a ketamine-related scandal. This bold maneuver was classic Tracy, calculated, ruthless, and designed to protect her own interests at all costs. Cody, believing his role in this deception was complete, is ready to cash in on the agreed-upon payment and walk away from the mess. But if you thought Tracy was done with him, think again. Spoilers indicate that she's got more up her sleeve, and Cody is far from free of her influence. There's a tantalizing hint that Tracy's next request could come with a significant increase in compensation, a carrot dangled to ensure Cody's continued compliance. What exactly does she have in mind? Rumors swirling around Port Charles suggest it might involve a deeper entanglement in Quartermain family affairs, possibly dragging Cody into a web of corporate espionage or personal vendettas that Tracy is known to harbor. Her ability to manipulate those around her is unmatched, and Cody, despite his street-smart demeanor, might find himself out of his depth against a mastermind like Tracy. Teasers confirm that whatever her plan entails, Cody will follow orders whether out of loyalty, fear, or the lure of financial gain remains to be seen. This development adds a thrilling layer of suspense to Tracy's arc, as her schemes often have far-reaching consequences that ripple through the entire town. For Cody, this extended partnership with Tracy could either be a golden opportunity to secure his future or a dangerous trap that jeopardizes everything he holds dear. Fans are already speculating about what Tracy's endgame might be. Is she setting Cody up for a bigger fall to protect someone else in the family? Or is this part of a long con to outmaneuver a rival we've yet to see emerge? One thing is for sure, Tracy Quartermain doesn't play small, and her latest move promises to deliver drama in spades. Next, we will uncover the unsettling mysteries surrounding Willow Tate's recent behavior and the shadowy influence Drew Kane seems to wield over her in Port Charles. As the drama unfolds in the latest episodes, whispers of manipulation, mental strain, and hidden agendas swirl around these two characters, leaving fans questioning what's truly happening beneath the surface. Willow's apparent breakdown after a devastating courtroom loss has raised eyebrows, but could there be more to her dazed demeanor than mere emotional turmoil? Join us as we delve into the chilling possibilities, explore Drew's potential role in her current state, and speculate on the eerie events that have transpired at the Quartermain mansion. With new details and creative twists added to the storyline, this deep dive will keep you hooked as we navigate the tangled web of secrets and control. Let's begin with Willow Tate, whose recent actions have left both her loved ones and viewers deeply concerned. Following the heart-wrenching courtroom battle where Michael Corinthos secured full custody of their children, Wiley and Amelia, Willow appears to have spiraled into a state of profound distress. Witnesses describe her as looking vacant, almost as if she's lost touch with reality, her once sharp focus replaced by a hauntingly detached gaze. But is this simply the aftermath of a mental breakdown, or could there be a darker force at play? Spoilers hint that after a psychiatric evaluation at General Hospital, Willow might have been prescribed tranquilizers to help manage her overwhelming anxiety and grief. These medications could explain her sluggish responses and the odd confession to Drew that she feels unrested despite claiming to have slept. Yet, there's a lingering unease that pills alone can't account for her complete transformation. Adding to the mystery, an unsettling incident occurred the night before her latest public appearance. Amin was spotted lurking at the Quartermain mansion, silently observing Michael, Sasha Corbin, Wiley, Amelia, and the newest addition, baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos. Even more chilling, the musical mobile in Daisy's nursery was inexplicably activated that same night, a detail that sends shivers down the spine. While it's assumed Willow herself might have been behind this eerie act, her spaced-out demeanor during a subsequent encounter with Nina Reeves at the Metro Court pool suggests otherwise. Was she truly present at the mansion, or is someone else pulling the strings of these strange occurrences? The image of Willow wandering aimlessly, disconnected from her surroundings, paints a tragic portrait of a woman teetering on the edge. Could her grief have pushed her into a dissociative state where her actions are no longer her own? Or is there a more sinister explanation tied to the shadowy figure watching from the shadows? As we piece together these fragmented clues, one thing is clear: Willow's story is far from over, and the truth may be more disturbing than we dare to imagine. Turning our attention to Drew Kane, the question of his influence over Willow looms large, casting a dark shadow over their interactions. In the wake of the custody ruling, Drew's behavior has taken on a more calculated edge, particularly after he observed Willow sharing a fleeting, tender moment with Michael and their children in the hospital nursery as they gazed at baby Daisy. This scene, one of the last times Willow appeared even remotely herself, seemed to mark a turning point. It was a stark contrast to her breakdown in court, where, after Michael was granted sole custody, she desperately chased after him, pleading for compassion and a chance to remain in her children's lives. Drew, a silent witness to this raw display of pain, may have interpreted her longing as a threat to his hold over her. Could he have feared that Willow's emotional pull toward Michael might lead her to seek reconciliation, undermining whatever plans he has in motion? Spoilers and rumors swirling around Port Charles suggest that Drew might have taken drastic measures to ensure Willow remains under his sway. The possibility that he's resorting to extreme methods of control, be it psychological manipulation or something even more nefarious, cannot be ignored. Drawing from his own past, where he endured captivity and brainwashing at the hands of Peter August, Drew might have learned the art of domination through subtle, sinister tactics. Memories of being controlled with tarot cards and coercive techniques under Peter's influence, or even Victor Casadin's attempts to manipulate young Charlotte Casadini in a similar fashion, could have equipped Drew with the tools to bend Willow's will to his own. Imagine a scenario where late-night conversations at the Quartermain estate turn into hypnotic sessions, with Drew planting ideas in Willow's fragile mind, convincing her that her only path forward lies with him. The idea of a once heroic figure descending into such darkness adds a tragic complexity to his character, raising questions about whether his actions stem from a desire to protect Willow or a need to possess her entirely. As fans, we're left wondering if Drew's concern for Willow masks a deeper, more controlling motive, one that could trap her in a prison of his making. Delving deeper into the chilling possibilities, there's growing speculation that Drew's methods of influence might extend beyond psychological games into something far more tangible and dangerous. Rumors abound that he could be tampering with Willow's reality through chemical means, discreetly slipping substances into her drinks or disguising them as harmless painkillers or supplements. Picture a tense moment where Drew offers Willow a seemingly innocuous cup of tea after a particularly draining day, a gesture of kindness that hides a bitter undercurrent of control. Her subsequent zombie-like behavior, listless movements, hollow eyes, and a complete lack of agency fuels theories that she's being drugged into submission, rendering her a shell of the vibrant woman who once fought fiercely for her family. This disturbing notion ties into her interactions with Drew, where she appears to be merely going through the motions, responding to his cues as if programmed to do so. Could he be dosing her with sedatives or mind-altering drugs to keep her compliant, ensuring she doesn't stray back to Michael or question his authority? The implications are horrifying, painting Drew as a puppet master who's stripped Willow of her autonomy in a bid to secure her loyalty. Beyond the personal toll on Willow, this potential plotline hints at broader consequences for those around her. If Nina, Michael, or even Sasha begin to suspect foul play, their investigation could unearth explosive secrets about Drew's past and his true intentions. Perhaps they'll stumble upon hidden vials or cryptic notes in Drew's possession, evidence of a scheme that's been brewing for weeks. The image of Willow, trapped in a fog of confusion while her loved ones fight to uncover the truth, is a heartbreaking one, underscoring the depth of her vulnerability and the lengths to which Drew might go to maintain his grip on her life. As we wrap up this in-depth look at the latest General Hospital spoilers, the enigma of Willow Tate's condition and Drew Kane's role in it remains a gripping focal point for the show. Her apparent mental break, coupled with eerie happenings at the Quartermain mansion, paints a picture of a woman caught in a storm of emotion and manipulation. Meanwhile, Drew's actions, whether driven by misguided protection or outright domination, cast him in a troubling light, raising urgent questions about how far he's willing to go to keep Willow by his side. The possibility of brainwashing or drugging adds a chilling layer to this storyline, promising high-stakes drama as the truth inches closer to the surface. Will Willow's loved ones notice the signs in time to save her from a fate worse than heartbreak? Can Drew justify his actions, or has he crossed a line from which there's no return? Next, we will dive into the tantalizing twists and romantic entanglements brewing in Port Charles as a potential love triangle between Carly Spencer, Jason Morgan, and the enigmatic Britt Westburn looms on the horizon. With emotions running high, betrayals coming to light, and a shocking return that could rewrite history. The upcoming episodes promise to deliver the kind of drama that keeps us glued to our screens. From a poignant christening that rekindles old flames to a deception that threatens to shatter trust, and the unexpected resurgence of a beloved character, there's no shortage of intrigue to unpack. Join us as we explore these captivating storylines with fresh perspectives, inventive details, and a deeper look into the hearts and minds of our favorite characters. First, let's set the stage with an event that could spark significant shifts in relationships: the christening of baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, scheduled for Friday, June 27th. Amidst the celebration, spoilers hint at a dramatic turn as Sonny Corinthos faces a possible arrest, a development that could upend the day's joy and send shockwaves through the community. As the chaos unfolds, Carly Spencer and Jason Morgan, lifelong friends and confidants, are expected to turn to each other for solace, just as they've done countless times before. The baptism becomes a poignant backdrop for the duo to reminisce about the past, particularly fond memories of Michael Corinthos' own christening and the tender moments of his infancy. Picture them standing side by side near the church's stained glass windows, laughter mingling with bittersweet nostalgia as they recall Michael's first steps and the challenges they faced together as a makeshift family. This shared history is more than just a walk down memory lane. It's a powerful reminder of the unbreakable bond they've forged over the years, one that often teeters on the edge of something deeper. Spoilers suggest that these quiet, heartfelt exchanges will stir profound emotions within both Carly and Jason, igniting a spark that fans have long hoped to see fully realized. Could this moment of vulnerability, set against the sacred atmosphere of the christening, be the catalyst for them to finally confront the unspoken feelings that have simmered beneath the surface for so long? As they navigate the fallout of Sonny's potential incarceration, their mutual support might blur the lines between friendship and romance, setting the stage for a pivotal shift in their dynamic. The emotional weight of the day, combined with the looming uncertainty of Sonny's fate, creates a perfect storm for Carly and Jason to lean into their connection like never before, leaving viewers eager to see if this will mark the beginning of a new chapter for these iconic characters. However, not all is well in Carly's world, as a devastating betrayal threatens to unravel another key relationship in her life. Her burgeoning connection with Jack Brennan is on shaky ground, and it's poised to crumble entirely when a shocking truth comes to light. Spoilers reveal that Carly will soon discover Jack's deceptive maneuvering secretly recruited her daughter, Jocelyn Jacks, to work as a spy for the World Security Bureau (WSB), placing her in grave danger. Imagine the fury in Carly's eyes as she processes this betrayal, her protective maternal instincts roaring to life at the thought of Jocelyn entangled in such a perilous web. The revelation strikes at the core of Carly's trust, turning what she believed to be a genuine relationship with Jack into a battlefield of anger and disillusionment. Jocelyn, young and fiercely independent, might have embraced the role with a sense of adventure, and aware of the true risks involved, risks that Carly, as a mother, cannot ignore. The danger posed by the WSB's shadowy operations could involve espionage missions gone wrong or enemies targeting Jocelyn as leverage against Jack's agendas. This betrayal not only fractures Carly's bond with Jack but also drives her straight into the comforting arms of Jason, her rock in times of crisis. Their shared history of facing threats together, whether mob wars or personal loss, makes Jason the natural choice for Carly to confide in as she grapples with how to protect her daughter. Picture late-night conversations at the Metro Court, Carly's voice trembling with rage and fear as Jason offers quiet strength, brainstorming ways to extricate Jocelyn from Jack's dangerous game. This crisis could deepen their emotional intimacy, further blurring the already tenuous line between friendship and romance. As Carly's world shakes under the weight of Jack's deception, her reliance on Jason promises to weave their fates even tighter, setting up a dynamic ripe with tension and unspoken longing. Adding an electrifying twist to this already complicated situation is the rumored return of Britt Westburn, a development that could turn Carly and Jason's burgeoning closeness into a full-blown love triangle. Spoilers and whispers around Port Charles suggest that Kelly Thibault's beloved character, thought to have tragically perished on New Year's Eve 2022, might make a jaw-dropping comeback this July. Britt's death, a heroic act where she saved Jocelyn from the hook with a fatal poison cut, left fans heartbroken as she died in her mother Lisa Ulrich's arms on the haunted star during a memorable birthday bash. Yet, in the world of soaps, death is often just a temporary inconvenience. And there's rampant speculation that the GH writers are poised to right a perceived wrong by bringing Britt back from the grave. Perhaps her death was a cleverly orchestrated cover, a desperate bid by Liesl to protect her daughter from further harm by faking her demise and spiriting her away to recover in secret. Imagine Britt stepping back into Port Charles undetected at first, her presence a whispered rumor among hospital staff until she dramatically reveals herself at a pivotal moment. Her piercing gaze locking with Jason's across a crowded room. Her return would reignite the undeniable chemistry she once shared with Jason. A connection that captivated fans during their romantic involvement, a time when Jason was set to marry Carly under the assumption that Sonny was dead. Their past was marked by intense passion, late-night confessions at General Hospital, and a genuine pull that many viewers rooted for, even as others championed the deep, soulful bond between Jason and Carly. Britt's heroic sacrifice for Jocelyn only deepened fans' affection for her, and her potential resurrection could stir old feelings in Jason, creating a romantic dilemma of epic proportions. Will he be torn between the fiery, unpredictable allure of Britt and the grounding, lifelong partnership he shares with Carly? Their history adds a juicy layer of complex satirical, the heartfelt yet unconsummated wedding between Carly and Jason, interrupted by Sonny's return, juxtaposed against the raw, electric moments Jason shared with Britt. This triangle promises messy, emotional confrontations, with Britt possibly challenging Carly's place in Jason's heart by reminding him of the dreams they once dared to dream together. Fans are already buzzing about how this resurgence could test loyalties and reignite old flames, making for must-watch television. As we close out this spoiler-filled preview for the upcoming episodes of General Hospital, the stage is set for a roller coaster of emotions and dramatic turns in Port Charles. The christening of baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos offers a touching yet tumultuous backdrop for Carly and Jason to reconnect, their shared memories and current crises pulling them closer than ever. Meanwhile, Jack Brennan's betrayal regarding Jocelyn's dangerous involvement with the WSB threatens to shatter Carly's trust, driving her into Jason's protective orbit and amplifying their bond. And just when things couldn't get more complicated, the potential return of Britt Westburn promises to throw a wrench into the mix, reviving a love triangle that could force Jason to make an impossible choice between two remarkable women who shaped his life in profound ways. Each of these developments carries the weight of history, heartbreak, and hope, ensuring that viewers will be on the edge of their seats as the stories unfold. So, don't miss a minute of the action. Tune into ABC General Hospital, especially on Friday, June 27th, for the christening and beyond. What are your thoughts on this brewing love triangle? Are you Team Carly or Team Britt when it comes to Jason's heart? How do you think Jocelyn's spy involvement will play out? Drop your predictions and opinions in the comments below. We can't wait to hear what you think. Until next time, stay tuned to the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for all the latest updates, recaps, and insider scoops straight from Port Charles. See you soon, soap fans.